Yeah, stuff like that. Yeah,
I
yeah.
have to answer the door first. I got too excited for a bit, mate. I thought that was my singles coming. I felt betrayed. Hello everyone and welcome back to the Refresh Step where you cover yourself for the main step. I'm your host for today, tomorrow and the foreseeable future, Theodore Lu. And I'm with the hottest battle in the UK and at many of the Battle Spirits English Wiki, Ayumu Seiki.
Hello.
Yo Ayumu, how are you doing?
I'm doing fine. How are you?
Yeah, that's some personal stuff, but yeah, I feel like there's one big weight that has been lifted off my shoulder. So yeah, that is a good thing. Not that everything's going to be super fine, but like at least I can move forward. Finally, boss, I can move forward.
That's good to hear.
Yeah. And after 2 weeks of release, my standard stuff are finally here. Yay! Yeah, I can finally play like the cool kids. My singles are not here though, so that have to wait. So like actual decks have to
Oh,
wait.
like your standard single stuff.
Yeah, exactly.
You order like some extra. Okay,
Yeah, and I
fair enough.
kind of misplayed a little bit because I thought I ordered 2 boxes. Turns out when it comes and then I checked the receipt, I only have 1 box, and then I was like, oh. And then I open it and then like, oh. Like no spoilers, but you guys will find out when I open them. I guess like the thing is like sometimes we focus on the chase cards and then we forget that you open boxes to complete your stuff, and then like, huh, this doesn't feel right. But like, yeah, well, just look forward to the box opening, I guess, and the how to play. We finally finalized the draft uh for the video, so to look forward to that as well. If you listen to this and you did watch the how to play video, please share them to 2 of your friends. Let's share the cult of battle spirits together.
Yippee.
Probably should invest in one of those, like, that meditation gong. Like every time I say something that brought up like the cult, just ding, and then you'll feel spiritual.
Fuck. I don't mind those.
I know, right? I feel like we might need to work out like how the sound is like being captured by my microphone, but like yeah, that's actually might not be a bad idea. Probably going to be my first Timu purchase at ever. It's like realistically, where will you find like a meditation gong like readily available in Germany? I'm not in Timu.
What the fuck?
Yeah. But yeah, but speaking of Timu, right? Well, it's not. I'm saying that as if I want to brought up something bad, but it is not actually that bad. But yeah, I guess like now that we have been doing thematic episodes for the last 2 weeks, yeah, time to finally catch up with some interesting stuff, because now that everything for standard is released, we are finally getting into the spoiler seasons for one, the Eternal Booster PS76, and also right after in the next month we have the Kamen Rider collaborations as well. So we have the starter deck and collaboration booster. That's why there's going to be a lot of stuff coming up. So this is going just to be brief, kind of like a brief catch up on uh, how the collaboration for Kamen Rider is going to look like, and also first of all, speaking of Timu, we got Vida from Timu, yay! Well, yes, but not really. Basically, you make the Kizuna field for the Flag Nexus an extra. That's kind of nice though. Like the art, I mean.
Wait, which one?
The,
Oh, right. Yeah.
yep,
Driving force.
the
Yeah.
driving force. Yay. Pina from Timu, yay. You know what could have made this funnier is if they give it an extra symbol, just to hit that, like wink wink. You can use it to bring your standard deck to eternal, if you want to. just get just,
Bruh.
yeah. Just give them a cheeky X symbol, because why the fuck not?
That'd be so broken.
I know, right? Just give them a 6-color EX symbol. Yay.
But yeah, even like the effect is just like really good.
I know, right?
What do you mean it searches and then like it takes out your flag nesters as well?
Mm-mm. Ooh, that is super nice. Not to mention with I mean, like, I will be focusing on Farah when talking about like this fabulous support, because I want to build Farah. But like, yeah, imagine the core boost though. And yeah, speaking of Farah,
Oh my god, yeah, the cobbles.
yeah.
But yeah, Fala actually looks interesting. Like, the win con is like okay,
Mm-mm.
I guess.
It's frick, but with extra steps. It's frick, but way more shanky.
Yeah, no, literally, yeah.
It's like, yeah, you do get like one like blocker every turn, but like you do have to protect this little book. And actually, like, I just remembered, I probably should have loaded that up, because like it's very adorable. Because like for the tournament, for the next championship promo, if you join the tournament, you actually get like a copy of the platinum buck token.
Mhm.
That features Farah on the art. Like, let me look it up real quick, because I really want it as well, because it's extremely adorable. Okay, so yep. I know. Okay. So turns out it was stupid, but yeah. You
It was
see?
too bad.
Yeah. You see, like, the platinum buck, like when you see like the actual token, like it looks large, like it's just a normal battle spirit, but like you see it in this token, and then like you see that the platinum buck is actually like really small compared to Farah.
Small,
I was like,
small
oh
book.
my goodness.
That is cute.
I know, right? And yeah, the gimmick sounds fun. Like, because like you do have to always have like a flag at a spirited flag advent on your field, to kind of like make sure that if they got destroyed, then you can like move it to like the other spirit, and then like just jump over until like they become really tech, and then you advent Farah looks on top of it, and then you just discard everything. uh yeah, that don't know how strong it will be, because like uh we still have a lot of comments to be looking forward to, but yeah, sounds fun. Sounds like
Yeah.
right up my alley. Yeah.
Yeah, same, to be fair. A bit tempted.
Exactly. Yeah, we will have to see whether that will be realistic next month, but yeah,
Just like silently look at bank account.
exactly. It's like, oh, is it possible? I will collect the empty bottles for Farah. Yeah, if you don't know, basically if you buy like the bottle stuff in Germany, like some of the bottles might come with a deposit, so you do have to pay extra when you go to the register, but you are paying a deposit to use the bottle, basically, so you can retain the bottle to the supermarket, and then you get like your 25 cents back. But of course, not everyone wants to retain all their bottles and cans, so sometimes you will be just like walking normally, and then you'll find like a can just like lying around. It has the deposit, so if you actually want to, yeah, no one is stopping you from like taking it up. normally I don't want to because like there are people who kind of rely on that. But I guess with Farah, I am dependent on that as well. Yeah. Fortunately, circumstances ask me to. But yeah. As for the standard, we finally get like some pictures of like the collaboration cards, as I have mentioned earlier, and yeah, that is something. Some there are some worries, of course, because they have basically discarded all and every single backward compatibility that the riders would have with like the old cards in a way. Because of course they do still retain the family, the Kamen family, which is a family that is shared by every single Kamen rider in the game. But the thing is, like, every single series kind of have like their own categorization. So, for example, the X8, series, the riders are usually they have this toy family in addition to their Kamen family, so they are kind of like okay, and they have like the gamer name. So I guess like they do keep the gamer name, and they remove the toy family, and also X8 is a white tag, and then now they are blue. But then again, as usual with Bandai, it does feel like they are like removing lots of things, but then when you think about it, like it kind of makes sense. So I feel like this particular like collaboration set, it kind of feels like a readjustment of the theming to their particular colors basically, because like X8 that deals a lot with leveling. So like yeah, they kind of make sense that they gave it to blue, which basically has this gimmick to always ensure your spirit to be on their highest level. So they gave them the new level up keyword, in which when they are attacking or blocking, then if it is the first attack or block during that battle, the spirit is treated as level 2. Yeah. So do you think it may... Well, I guess you do know to some how X8 is to some extent, right?
I mean, I've never actually watched X8, but like considering it's like part of the gamer's theme, you know, it's actually really fitting to have like the level up keyword. And I do like that it has like some kind of restriction, so it's not just like everything can guess the level up, keyword in like the same turn. It really asks you to be like precise in what you want to attack with, so that you can get the best value out of it.
Exactly. Just like how Blue wants to play.
Exactly.
Yeah. Although yeah, it can be a little bit confusing because like now it kind of makes sense because this particular card is a level 2, as you see in the name. It's a snipe shooting gamer level 2. So it kind of makes sense that it becomes a level 2. But but with X8, like after this form, you go to level 5 and then level 10 and so on and so on. So yeah, well, it will be interesting to see how they handle that. Although yeah,
I think they might just do like a cost thing.
Probably. But we do get to level 99, so
Yeah, so like maybe they'll do like level 99, but then it's like, but then it has like just like, or not like they'll do it like cost 99, and then they'll have effects that reduce the cost or something like that. Maybe.
Maybe. That will be interesting to see like this early in the game, but yeah, we'll have to see, because like yeah, it will be funny just to see like level 99 X8 is basically if you have an X8, then you do this thing and then you turn it into level 99. Otherwise you wouldn't be able to bring it out, kind of thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, it'll be a good restriction.
Mm-mm. And yeah, I guess like it is also a fair kind of like restriction that you can give exactly because it's this stage of the game. So because like I guess like if you bring it like it kind of feels like kind of when Digimon's collaboration first came out, like if you wanted to give it like that same restriction of like okay, so you can only like turn into like this particular Digimon or this particular Kamen Rider, then at that stage, even at that stage of the game, that will be kind of like too slow.
Mm-hmm.
But like yeah, I guess like at this stage of the game, even if you wanted to say that kind of like okay, so if you wanted to bring out like the stronger X8, you kind of have to have your smaller X8 on the field. You kind of like change it into the stronger one. Otherwise, then the smaller you bring out the smaller one again, and then you turn it into the next form, pretty much.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll have to see how they handle like the change mechanic. That I don't think like they can add like the change keyword, which is something another thing that is pretty much started by the Kamen Rider, which is the change mechanic, which is well, not an analog, but like it basically to represent their ability to transform into other forms. So it is I don't think they will be adding like an off-field keyword at this stage of the game. So yeah, that thing where they kind of like upgrade themselves will probably with a keyword will probably make more sense. Or kind of like as a summoning condition, yeah.
Yeah, maybe like chain summon might also be a thing.
Ah. Yeah, true.
Yeah, or maybe just like do it the apostle way. You know, if you have this on the field, then you can summon it kind of stuff.
Yeah, that can be it. But there.
Or like even like do it like Digivolution. So like not like change,
Mm-hmm.
but it's like something like just like return this to hand to summon this, blah 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 blah. You know, that kind of stuff. Yeah.
Oh yeah. Yeah, I think that will make sense. Yeah, probably make more sense if it is owned by like the cards on your field. But yeah, so far, at least for Snipe, we don't see that yet. So yeah, it will be interesting how they will handle like the higher costs. Because like of course, there's always the worry that at this stage it will just be like basically something that is meant for set 2, but they just give like Kamen Rider name on top of it just so that they became Kamen Rider. But yeah, Bandai has always been betraying our expectations in a good way anyway. So yeah, let's hope that they do again this time.
I don't think that's how the word is supposed to be used, but okay.
Exactly. English is not my first language, but my honor, your honor. I rest my case. Yeah, it's not just X8 that got a makeover because Ryuki becomes white. Yay! And then we got the rider that died first. It is a this is a spoiler by the way, but yeah. Yippee! We got the guy that got eaten by the crab. And then
What?
yeah, because like like basically the concept for Ryuki is you are making a contract with like the monsters, right? And then you get their powers basically.
I see.
Yeah, but basically this guy, so basically that is tied to the contract is tied to their deck box, right? Basically, and then his deck box got broken. So like because of that, like the power that bonds the monster is gone. So like he was like he was dying, and then the monster would just look at him and then like food.
Oh wow.
And then he got eaten. And then I thought like and that was kind of visceral when you watch that as a kid, even though like they didn't really show him being like eaten alive, but like well actually not front left front and center, but like yeah, you do see him like transforming into human and then like just still struggling, and then like slowly he's just gone.
In the nicest way possible. Gone.
Yeah. And then like of course like they kind of like censor it by him like kind of like basically like just turning into energy and then like the monster eating the energy. But like yeah, if that's the case, like we don't really need the part where the crab is like munching him alive. I think. If even better, I think like in the because like Kamen Rider Ryuki has a Western adaptation, by the way. It's called the Kamen Rider Dragon Knight.
Right. Yeah. I
Yeah.
think I heard that before. Yeah.
Yeah. So it actually died a different way in the Western version. In Dragon Knight, basically like
they just like remade it.
yeah,
Okay.
they remade it a little bit. They probably like edited it a little bit, but they make it a little bit digestible for children, basically. So basically, like because the monster got defeated, like the monster just disappeared, and then because he is tied to the contract, his whole body just whoosh into air, like he's just disappeared. He's still dead, but like he's still dead, but like at least you don't need to deal with the
by some magical ways, whoosh, disappeared.
Yeah, just whoosh into out of existence. So you don't need to deal with the scene where he got eaten by the crab alive. And like, I thought like because like he died really early, right? Like I thought that will be it, but like there's actually like a 3 minutes compilation of like whenever like the rider that is like using this particular monster like dies, like, huh? There shouldn't be like more than 2. But apparently there's like 4 people who became Kamen Rider Caesars, and they all died.
Damn.
So yeah, and then I guess like Ryuki as a concept being white, I guess that kind of makes sense because like unlike so with X8 you kind of wanted to be precise also because their teaming is like because they are doctors. And
true.
And especially like early on in the series, you kind of have to have like specific games to clear like because like you're basically like fighting a game character, right? So like you kind of have to be in the quote unquote like the correct game to kind of like clear the game because like also like their powers are based on different games. Like Snipe is of course based on FPS, so like he can't really effectively like clear like an RPG kind of thing. Yeah, and then like with Ryuki, right, because their teaming is more into like a battle royale, I guess it also kind of makes sense to give them white because like you will most likely want like team wise like you will want something that is like one big survivor on the field after like everyone else just died, and then like there's this one strong guy that survived every single battle.
Right. Yeah. I mean, if you put it that way, yeah, it makes sense. Didn't think about it.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, it's kind of nice. And then like even this guy being destroyed, pumping one of your spirit, I guess that kind of makes sense because he like when the first Caesars died, like yeah, the secondary rider Kamen Rider Knight has to kind of lock in because like now he has like he was like it was his first time like seeing someone died because like at that point like yeah we have to all kill each other and like fight to the death, and but like at that point like nobody's like dying yet, like Knight and Ryuki was fighting but like nobody died, like because that's why they are like the first and secondary rider, right? And so like at that point it didn't really hit you even as a viewer that like someone is going to die. And then like Caesars just got eaten, and then like now Knight wasn't even ready to see.
Now it's the real shit.
Exactly. And then Knight have to watch like as Caesars got eaten alive, and then like okay now he has to deal with like a full powered monster again after they have defeated something, like, and so he's fighting Caesars. So like I guess that kind of also clicks. That's like the main conflict between Ryuki and Knight, right? Like because like Ryuki, he's always wanted to be like this pacifist guy. Like he tries his best to kind of like even though like he kind of joins in the battle royale, but like he tries his hardest to kind of like find a way where they don't need to kill each other. But like Knight is so focused in going in like reaching his goal that like he didn't mind to kind of like, if he has to kill someone, that he will kill someone.
Fair enough.
Like I guess this just kind of like cemented it in him that yep, this is what I'm going to have to do, and then like basically like from there like okay, I can accept that. I will do it. Even though I don't think in the end they actually like killed anyone. It's just that they fight someone, something happened, their enemy like literally died.
Right.
Yeah.
This is plot armor.
Exactly. It's like plot armor, but for their mental, for like their purity, if you may. Like
Yeah, I get what you mean. Yeah.
Like technically they don't kill anyone. It's just that we're like I guess like all other people who died is like yep, they lost against Knight and Ryuki, and then like off screen they got eaten by a monster, or like they already got weakened, so like the other riders who are more chaotic evil, like those who are like more evil in like in alignment sense, so like they don't mind like killing other people, they will just like yep, now that you are weakened, I'm just going to use my final attack on you, and then now you are gone. Poof. But yeah,
How convenient.
exactly. Yay, free food. Because like also like also not to mention that I said that you have a contract with the monster, right?
Yeah.
So you have to fit your monster, by the way. It's not like Pokemon where it's off screen, like you don't like, of course, like it's just like Pokemon, I think, in a way. Like you don't really see yourself like feeding the Pokemon like on screen, but like off screen you kinda have to feed your Pokemon. It's kinda like that.
Right.
Yeah. And then I think at that point like Sisters haven't really defeated anything, because like he is kind of like in the same area as Ryuki and Knight, so like they defeated the other monsters, so the other monsters get to eat the monsters that they defeated. And then like I think like at that point like Sisters was slacking off a little bit, if I'm not wrong. That is why like the monster like, yep, I am very hungry right now, I'm going to eat you. Yay. Although yeah, I mean, to be fair, like all these monsters, like when these monsters are actual monsters, by the way. So like when the characters like first meet the monsters, like they actually want to eat the characters as well. Like that's also like the first 2 episodes of Ryuki. And just finally like Shinji finally like accepts that okay, like maybe I have to fight as well, and then like he just uses his deck to make a contract with a dragon. He got a badass dragon though. Like this guy get a crab, like a bipedal crab, and then like Ryuki gets a dragon. Life is fair, very fair. And then last up for the booster pack, we have Kamen, which I guess like they are a little bit more. They do fight together way more compared to Ryuki, I guess. Although they are.
I haven't watched Gaim. I watched like first 5 episodes of Gaim, and just decided nah, I don't like it.
Yeah, it's fire though. It's kind. I mean, like it's Kenorubochi. So like, if you like Madoka, it's kind of like that kind of pacing. Yeah, so
Okay, I see.
it's going to be a slow burner until like, yeah, you kind of get used to this, and then like, whoop. Oh no, I just dropped a plot point. Yay. But yeah, their focus is more into like building teams. Although it's still technically a battle royale, but like it's you do make teams, so like not like Ryuki where you are kind of like on your own. You do make alliances, but like technically in Ryuki you still fight by yourself.
Right, yeah. Fair enough.
Yeah, so I guess that kind of makes sense to give them red, which gives you access to kind of like search effects drawing effects so that you can gather them on the field.
That's a nice way to put it.
Yeah. And on top,
And then imagine the depth. It's just like, I just feel like giving red. I feel like giving white.
Exactly. I feel like, yeah, I mean, maybe I'm reading too much into this, but yeah, I guess like you can, like, the more you think of it, you can kind of like make sense of them. But like, yeah, there's also a chance that they just like, yeah, just give them red. Because why the heck not? And that is probably going to be, that's going to be green or purple because they are like kind of like really edgy. So like, just kind of makes
I
sense to
feel.
make them purple.
Oh yeah. To be fair, like at this point, we can't really follow kind of the color themes of like the suits, right? Because like for example, like Civil One and like W, like I feel like they're just being put in green because well, their suits are green.
Probably, yeah.
Like I haven't heard much about Set, but like I suppose like from what I heard on like the themes, like purple would be pretty suiting actually.
Yeah.
It's like you're going for like demonic kind of things as well, I guess.
Oh yeah, because their theme is nightmares.
Yeah, stuff like that. Yeah, yeah,
Nice.
yeah.
Also, what is interesting from Gaim is like I don't know if this counts as a power creep, but like Gaim is basically our first cost researcher that can search for other spirits. Ooh. Like technically, you do see searchers for other type of cards at cost 3. Like you have one that searches for magic in yellow, and you have one that searches for nexus in blue. But yeah, I guess like at this
Yeah,
point,
but like the cards that like searches for spirits are like cost 5 and then also like an express, isn't it?
exactly.
And so you have a common that can just like search for something
Yeah.
else.
Well, this one is a rare, but like still.
Oh, it's a rare.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, but still,
Yeah.
yeah.
At I mean, like the in-game cost is also like relatively speaking like really small. Like you'll probably play this guy on your first turn anyway, and of course, like as consequences, you probably wouldn't stick in your on your field because like at 3,000 PP, like any like wind can destroy it basically. Like wind can blow on it and it will be gone.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's fair.
But we'll have to see. Cause like again, like they are basically like the first cards, but I guess like we can kind of see like how they kind of play out. But like yeah, to we'll have to see more cards, and they will be coming as we speak. So yeah, we'll just have to wait. And yeah, even though yeah they do remove the backward compatibility, so I guess like it is going to be kind of hard because like we are biased because we have like all the established theming for all these riders. So like it feels like yeah why can't I play with my old cards kind of thing. But then again, it is kind of like adjusted for standard power level anyway. So like aside like maybe some cards we will probably want to play with the older teams, but like yeah, maybe not everything have to be backward compatible. Probably we do have to sacrifice some backward compatibility so that it can fit better to the current to the current uh to the current world. Just like everything that we do in the modern world. Yeah. But yeah, also like yeah, other interesting thing is their family basically kind of like solves the problem of what they could have done, and for like the older riders in which instead of using like an existing family in battle spirits, they just use the series name in alphabet. Like Gaim will have Gaim, Ryuki will have Ryuki, and X8 will have X8, and Zets will have Zets.
Yeah, pretty interesting how they use English
Mm-mm.
for it.
Yep.
I guess they want to. I guess it's also because like the kanji may be useful for like later families if they want to make new ones.
Mm-mm.
I don't know. It feels like a very random choice, like in terms of like how they name the families, not not the fact they add new families.
Mm-mm. Yeah, and that would probably not matter as much for us when we read the translation, but when you look at like the cards like the original cards, it basically matters a lot because it affects how the oracle text would work pretty much.
Mm.
Yeah, so that's why Kaim in alphabet and Kaim in kanji is different. Yeah, because like as you can see, like in the name for Kaim, it's Kaim in kanji, but like Kaim in the family name is of course different. Yeah. So
Oh, I see what you mean. Yeah, that
yeah.
makes sense.
Mm-mm.
Yeah.
Yeah, you cannot search for like for example. Yeah, I don't think they add that for like the older ones. So like that's the one that the thing that I have in mind wouldn't really matter. But yeah, this is your collaboration now. Guys, are you guys entertained? Leave a comment down below. But yeah, speaking of standard, we do get another playmat set for the championship, and you do
Which of
yeah,
course is Nova.
yeah, you get a break claw as well. Pretty versatile, pretty well, I wouldn't say versatile, but like something that I guess for the near future, something that you can keep ready for on the site. And of course, it's Nova. Everyone's favorite lizard because why the heck not?
Yeah, I'm gonna double check Brick Claw's wording again.
Mm-mm. Yeah, it's one that destroys the Nexus.
Yeah, but also like I'm just like checking like the other wording as well.
Mm-mm.
Any exhausted red spirit, so it can return the calls if it's like other spirits.
Oh,
But I mean I suppose 3 calls destroy unless is still good enough
exactly.
when you think about how Saga worked.
Exactly. Like you see Saga and how we struggle with this thing called Feral Slash and Burning Force. For the longest time I don't want to play any Nexus just by the virtue of Burning Force existing. I don't know why, like I think like in the end, like in we reach a point in which like destroying Nexus no longer matters because like the main threat is not really the Nexus. And that is I guess like why like now Break Law was still kind of strong. It is not as prevalent in the meta currently because like the spirits are becoming kind of like a lightning rod to protect your nexus in a way, because like why would you want to destroy the nexus when the spirits are going to attack you and basically especially in like the earlier turns you basically like leave yourself empty in a way, because like on your turn to this next you kind of have to uh well, not really turn to solo. Your first turn going second. Like it is kind of like a common thing in Battle Spirit Saga to kind of like just play Burning Force to destroy the opposing Nexus. So both player kind of loses their first turn, but like the Nexus usually builds up their resources for the rest of the game. So like losing that one turn usually brings your opponent to kind of like the same level. So like they don't get like ahead and advantage. But like in the current stage, I think if you destroy a nexus on your first turn going second, like you're basically like asking your opponent to just take like 2 or 3 of my lives. You can argue that
that's fair, yeah.
But you can kind of like I guess like if you even if you also like I don't think there's anything that is like cheap enough for you to kind of like have your soul core. I guess like you can summon a cost 2 spirit and then use break law. But it's on its own it doesn't really make sense to kind of just bring break law in any deck and then like spend your turn to like just destroying something. So like break law is going to be useful like a little bit later in the game, maybe like 2 or 3 turns after, where your opponent will already get the value out of the nexus anyway.
Yeah.
So like if you want to destroy anything, like at that point just destroy the spirit, because that they are your main headache anyway.
Yeah, I think it's also the thing where like right now in standard there isn't really a nexus that's like broken or like extremely disruptive.
Yep.
Like a lot of them are literally just like assist cards that like doesn't actually do much besides like some specific uses. So like yeah, I suppose like nexus disruption isn't like the most important right now. Unlike in Saga.
Exactly. And especially because there's legacy, like there's also like the argument that even if they are not that useful, like they can still use the symbol for reduction. But one, you have legacy. Second is like your like bigger spirits, like now their reduction is kind of non-existent anyway.
Yeah.
Like in the end, people who use like people who use Dampirion are people who plays like 3 puffer, 3 otter, 3 of like the small mineraloid guy, and then like 3 Mermaidia princess, and then 3 of the other mineraloid guy that corpus to one of your mineraloid. I don't remember their name, but like that's what they do. So you basically have like 15 corpuster on your deck, and then basically you just see what your opponent is doing. If they are summoning something small, one kind of big thing, you just summon Lugnas to remove it. If they try to attack you with like lots of spirit, you just summon Dampirion. It's a pretty whack deck, but like it kind of works.
I mean, it's expected, but it's just like really funny how like people like goes in standards literally the first thing. Can I go colorblind?
Exactly. Yay. There's always that primal urge to kind of like go into like multicolor control, because why the heck not?
Yeah. It's crazy.
Yeah.
Crazy people.
People when they're given mathematics. Like imagine if like there's actually like gods that gives mathematics specifically to this guy, just like give it as an enlightenment, like before that like mathematics doesn't exist, and then like this god just like gives them mathematics, and like imagine being the first guy that discovered like when you add 1 apple, and when you have 1 apple and then you get another apple, you have 2 apple.
Oh.
The rush in your brain, man.
Yo, I have 2 apples.
Exactly.
Yo.
Yeah, and then like now as a modern person, like one of the things that fascinates me the most is like how excited people were when they discovered the concept of zero.
Oh, true. Yeah, like it's honestly pretty interesting. Like I basically read like a children's story that's kind of like mimic that instant. Because like, it was like something about like just like people going to like uncontacted tribes and stuff like that, and then like they trying to, and like it was like a comic book on like teaching math. So like obviously, what did they do in the first meeting? They talk about math.
Yay!
And then and like people, and then like they like had like the uncounted tribe basically had an argument. It's like, well, what do you do with like this like nothing? I was like, oh well, in math there is this concept of nothing. We call that zero. It's like, oh, what the hell? It's like,
What a revolutionary concept. But to be fair, like up until that point, that was actually a revolutionary concept, because like we don't, especially because like I guess like mathematics kind of like sprouts from like counting, and then like at that point I guess like it's less of like there is no concept of nothing, but like there is no need to kind of like account for the concept of nothing, right? Like Yeah, I mean, like,
Yeah.
yeah. I guess like the first numbers you kind of get it from like counting, and then like why would they have like that number when you don't have anything to count? Kind of logic, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Why? How does the Arabic like thing of like? Why do they have to have like that non-existent number? Like whoever the found zero, man. Yeah. Imagine like the height that they have when they actually like nothing actually means something.
Yo.
Yo, let's go. Uh,
Why were we even talking about this in the first place?
I forgot.
Oh, we were talking about wait, how did we even get there? We were talking about like mixed color deck,
Oh
and
yeah,
then like
yeah. We're just talking about like how like mixed color deck is basically just like there's a primal urge for like people like whenever there's a game and they give you limitations like, huh, I'm going to break that. I'm going. Say there are rules in this game. I'm going to ignore that.
reminds me of like the speed runners and
Mhm.
everything like that.
Exactly.
It's actually like I've seen the people playing speed runs and stuff like that. And it's like
Mhm.
it just amazes me how people like find out those stuff. It's like like for example, like it's like speed running like a map in Minecraft or something like that,
Mhm.
and then like they just go like, oh, so you know what you can do this? Like you just keep like throwing eggs at this corner of the wall, and then like eventually you get lag out into like this whole system, and then like it's because it's on a flat wall, you can just like walk to the end.
Mhm.
I was like, the fuck.
I know, right? Like it feels like I feel like even though like it doesn't really like outright like quote unquote cheating the system, right? Like I feel like whenever you are presented a system, like there's like always that urge to kind of like, yeah, I mean like you are proposing this system, but I want to make my own system. Like even going back to mathematics, right? Right, like there's always that urge, like, huh, like my teacher is like teaching it this way, but like I feel like this particular like method can be like way of counting it can be easier. So
Mm.
like in the end, like you do get the same result and you do still have to follow like the same amount of rules, but like you kind of like, huh, is there any sometimes like you do have that urge like of like, yeah, can I shorten this? Can I like make this a little bit longer? Because like maybe because like it doesn't always like making it more efficient. There's always another layer of like, yeah, I wanted to make it like make sense to myself. Like maybe you
Yeah.
make it a little bit longer, but like okay, like this is easier to read for me. Like even though it's a little bit longer, but like it's easier to read. This makes sense in my brain. I will do it this way, kind of thing.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's fair.
yeah, which kind of sucks now because like now whenever I play like an Atelier or like a Rune Factory game, like I do have like that system already in my mind, and then now I'm trying to force it into like every single new installment of the game, and then like once the system works, like yeah, the new games are like the first game, like it feels fun because like this is where I'm building the system. But like when I'm playing like the next installment, it becomes less fun because like now I already have the established system, and then like I'm just applying it, and then like now everything is too efficient, and then like I want to like I don't know why, but like it feels like kind of wanted to struggle a little bit more. But then like with games like Atelier, right? Like there's a limit in which like you can increase like the difficulty before like it becomes like outright like, yep, this is just too much. Because like yeah, I will like in the end like I increase the difficulty and then it becomes like, yep, if you fail to dodge once, you're going to get one shotted. So like my 30 minutes of making this armor like literally, yeah, my 30 minutes to 2 hours like making this armor like literally just doesn't really matter. So like, huh, like yeah, finding the balance is like really hard, but like yes, and that's also why the multicolored tech exists, I guess. Because in the end,
Mhm.
Yeah, because Indian
You'll be like, I'm colorblind. This
Yeah.
can't stop me.
exactly. Yippee. But you know what is not colorblind? That's
What?
last week we do have the Peddlers Colosseum. Yay!
Yay! I did not watch that.
Yeah, I haven't watched that as well. It's 6 hours, so I kind of wanted to take my time with it. So I don't want to kind of like
I,
yeah,
I don't even have time to watch it. Yeah.
exactly. I mean like yeah, probably going to wait until things get calmer a little bit, and then I'm going to enjoy it. Otherwise, like I feel like this kind of show that you don't really want to rush it, or kind of want to
Yeah.
to just want to watch it like live, and then just watch some bits, and then like just go back whenever you are ready again.
Yeah.
Yeah, but like what is interesting about the Peddlers Colosseum is like they have to play mono. That's for sure, which is extremely viable in this meta. But yeah, now who would have thought that if you don't include silent wall, burst wall, and everything, like people will just naturally just play mono color decks, just naturally. Like you just don't have to make burst wall.
It just kept reminding me of like that comment from like the Saga developers. Like,
Mhm.
oh, we didn't expect everybody to put absolute ice shield in literally every single deck. It's like, wait.
Wait. Oh, what I thought, but yeah. Then again, we are experienced player and we are established player in battle spirits, right? So like, kind of makes sense to us to kind of like, yeah, I saw this absolute ice shield. I'm just going to put this everywhere because that's what we do in battle spirits anyway. Uh, but yeah, I guess like yeah, the other interesting thing is like, so all the players in Battles Colosseum are to some extent like pro players. So like they are either influencers or like ex players who compete like competitively in their own games.
Mm-hmm.
So then they mostly play. They are mostly like players who are active in other games, but for one. So we'll take a brief look at their decks because we do only have like 1 hour left, ish. So yeah, we take a. I mean, we can kind these decks are also pretty much they kind of like built it with the existing pro players in battle spirits as well, so that it will be a nice pick to see like how what the pro players in battle spirits kind of like thinks the best decks for this particular matchups are. So yeah, of course now first we have Choi Lance, which he is a very major influencer ex pro player in Duel Masters. Well, I guess like he's still very active in the influencing side of stuff. I'm not sure. I just briefly take a look, but like I feel like Trylance is still like a very active player. So I I said X, but like yeah, he's still a very active player, and that
Probably, right? Because like if it's not active, then like Battle Spirits wouldn't find him.
yeah, true.
I feel like,
Yeah,
but like if it's not like an active,
yeah. I mean,
excuse me,
oh, yeah, no
that was
problem.
a bird.
Yeah,
Um,
yeah.
but I feel like if it's not like an active like celebrity, then it's like
Oh yeah.
there's no point like in fighting him, right?
Oh no no. I mean X as in like sometimes when you became a pro player, then after sometimes you do still you still do like the influencing side of things, like you still like play casually and then like you stream and stuff, but like you don't actually like play for money. Like you do still play the game like as a very strong contender, but you don't really necessarily join the tournaments for as and make it as your main source of income kind of thing.
Mm,
Yeah, so like your sponsorship doesn't really come from you like winning the tournaments. Your sponsorship comes from you like being active in the community in other ways, pretty much.
no, that's fair.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't really look into how where they are being active, but like yeah, he's just for the sake of argument, he's a pro player in Duel Masters. And oh yeah, so the other thing is like the colors that they since they are playing mono, the colors that they are playing are decided in the lottery, and of course like one of the best Duel Master players are given red. Even though like he was like when the lottery was being drawn, he was like, yeah, I wanted to play something that is complicated, maybe purple, if I'm not wrong. And then like he just drew red. Okay, the most straightforward colors in the history of ever.
Badge.
Yeah. And of course, for that Joylance, we are given a red flash, kind of like a mid-range deck. So that is a pretty that is indeed very pretty. And yeah, not to mention that I was thinking of like doing a team episodes on like the lores, but like turns out when I read the flavor text, they do work differently from like the eternal side of things, where they kind of like give the excerpt of the story inside the flavor text. Like this time, like the flavor text is mostly kind of like descriptive of what the spirits are or like what they do.
Right, yeah.
So yeah, you get a clearer picture of like what the spirits are, but like you don't really get a clearer picture of like the big picture of like what is happening in the war.
I see.
But what I do find is that Shaniel, the cost 5 masterer, everyone is down bad for her, enemies and allies alike. So I was like, huh, this is just a repeat
Why
of
am I,
this is just a
why am I
repeat
not
of
surprised?
the saga Ice Princess, but like yeah.
Was it like that with Ice Princess? I actually didn't know.
Yeah, I've there is this one spirit that is like one white spirit that is a costume machine beast. If I'm not wrong, it's either a machine beast or a giant beast.
Well,
But
okay,
like
yeah, okay, I remember that one.
yeah,
They're not down bad for her. They're just like machine beasts are designed to work with Ice Princess.
yeah. But it's an honor to bring them in on my pack. I was like, huh. This is just a very fancy way to
Oh,
saying
right,
you're.
right, right. Yes, I remember that one.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I was like, yeah, this is just a very fancy way to say that you're down bad, isn't it?
fair enough. I guess. Yeah.
But yeah, the low end, you do have the sunspot, but mostly the good stuff that you see from the entry text. You do have both vanilla to kind of secure the EX symbol as well, and for their status. So Tupo, Grifo, to Mushaku. I guess yeah, I mean like in a way, if you do already have the stuff that you want to draw, like why bring more drawers? I guess.
Yeah, and I think because with Clash, you want to focus on having more spirits
Mm-mm.
than just draws.
Mm-mm.
Yeah, then like yeah, yeah, I think it makes sense. Like even like back in Battle Spirit Saga, like people were iffy on putting charge draw, but then like the only reason they put in Star Blast draw is because you can use it with no cost.
Mm-mm.
But like they wouldn't really put in charge draw. Well, partly because obviously Star Blast draw is already kind of enough for draws. But yeah, at the same time, you don't really need draws. You just need bodies that can stick on the field.
Mm-mm.
And I think and I would assume this kind of the concept was like what he's going for here, maybe.
Mm-mm. True. And then of course we have 3 Carnelias, 3 Rances. So like anything that, like even though we do want to clash, like yeah, anything that Valdi cannot help Valdigaya to refresh, just destroy it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, that is very. I mean, I think that's a very fair concept.
Mm-mm.
You basically identify what's your main objective of the deck, and then like you put in, and then you put in text that can like help you to deal with that,
Mm-mm.
like deal with the other problems, kind of things like that.
Yeah. Not too shabby. Very very straightforward but very solid, regardless.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, and then next up we have your favorite color, Ayumu.
Yo.
Purple, yay!
And then it's the more interesting list as well.
Yeah.
Shamanism.
Yay. Yeah, and it is played by our own Battle Spirits pro player in a way, the Yellow Guardian Kakegawa Nagisa. Kakegawa Nagisa.
Yeah.
I can't speak Japanese at this hour. But yeah. Plus I think like she's playing a little bit of more of, in a way, a purple aggro. So like she does have some shamanism, but not but mostly to just bring back the smaller things and hit more with them. And if your opponent tries to go white, just dump Pillion on them. Just dump the dump Pillion on them. Because why not?
Yeah, I'm actually using down video. Like apparently, so like my opinion on the Duke was actually really wrong.
Uh-huh.
Like a lot of people actually love using it.
Yeah.
I suppose just like I suppose it just depends on like the meta and like also like kind of like the deck concepts, I guess.
Yeah. But yeah, I don't know. It's just everyone. I think like if your instinct said so, like we don't know about the future, right? Like, but I guess like at this moment, everybody loves Tampilion, and I guess that is okay. Yeah.
I mean, people find uses for it, good for them.
Yeah. Exactly. So yeah, anything you find particularly interesting? Yeah. So what one
It's
says no
not
nexus.
not really.
Yeah.
To be fair, like the way she built the deck is also pretty similar to what I try to do.
Mm-mm.
But like I just like didn't bother with well, she didn't bother with Nessus at all.
Mm-mm.
I try to put at least like the skyscraper. I
Mm-mm.
don't know how you call it.
Yep.
It's like one of the Nessuses that actually supports shamanism
Mm-mm.
just to get in more draws. But then like she actually just decided, you know what, big body
Mm-mm.
sticks on field, good enough.
Yep.
Like kind of similar to the Clash deck as well. Like
Mm-mm.
even like the only card that she gives draw in this deck, she only puts it at 2 copies.
Mm-mm.
And just like so I was like, damn. Very interesting.
Mm-mm.
Um yeah, I definitely did not think about it that way. So like in a sense it's actually similar to the Clash deck.
Mm-mm.
Yeah. Like
Mm-mm.
to be fair, I mean I didn't mention that as well, but it's like um but just like I suppose that I was thinking like slightly differently.
Mm-mm.
And then, well, it didn't really work out for me when
Mm-mm.
I was testing it. Maybe I played it wrong. Maybe the ratios is wrong. I mean, like, I don't know.
Yeah.
But it's definitely interesting how they put Dampili on Duke as like 3 copies. It's like, jay.
Yeah.
But yeah, but then again, because like this stat literally doesn't draw, which I guess it makes sense.
Mm-mm.
Oh, actually, I just realized she doesn't even play the queen.
Yeah, she didn't play the queen.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
So I guess this deck doesn't exactly focus on removals as well. It's literally just like summon spirit hit bake
Mm-mm.
kind of thing.
Yeah. Just get 3 bodies, get 1 damage in, do it again.
Yeah, I did not even think about that.
Yeah.
That's that is very intriguing, yeah.
Mm-mm. Yeah, getting back to the purple aggro kind of like days.
Yeah.
Yeah. Basically just overextend yourself, and then when your opponent tries to match your overextending, just punish them with Tampilion. I guess I can kind of see the vision now.
Yeah, I can see it now as well,
Yeah.
yeah. I mean, that's the reason she's one of the Guardians.
Yeah. And not to mention, kind of like a spoiler, if you want to watch the whole thing, you know who's rank 1?
What?
Because like this kind of like a tournament, right? Like the one
Yeah.
who basically like win is of course this guy. so Choi,
Oh,
so of course he won the thing, not only because
okay,
he's
yeah.
an active pro player, but also he got support from like some of like the best pro players as well, and he got threat. So like, yep,
Oh,
kind of like,
it wasn't like one of them was trained by Ogawa Shuhei or something like that.
oh, that one that didn't
I
land
think it might.
to
I think it
me.
might be the green player.
Oh.
I think it might be the green player. But cause I remember like, cause well, spoiler alert. Cause
Mm-mm.
like I did. Um, I did read the chat in my server and everything like that. Obviously, because like obviously people were talking about it, so I kind of knew the end result. But like basically, the green player lost every single game, even though he got trained by by like someone.
Which is sad.
That is very sad to think about. Yeah.
Yeah, I think like Choalans got trained by Komainu.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
that might be it. That might be
Yeah.
it. Oh, I was probably thinking about that. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, like I guess like Komainu did train like 2 of the 6, so like huh. Yeah, that
Oh really?
yeah.
2 of them.
Mm-mm.
Damn.
Yeah, so that's in that indeed is the that is kind of is the play, I guess.
I mean, fair enough. Yeah.
Then yeah, Nagisa actually ranked second, by the way, if I'm not wrong.
Right.
So yeah, like
Let's go, Nagisa.
yeah, that's our Nagisa. Like would have been cooler to for her to win because like she is the one who actually like plays Battle Spirits, but like yeah, I guess
No,
I
I think that's fair.
mm-mm,
Having someone else to win is actually way better,
mm-mm,
I would say.
mm-mm,
It's just because, it kind of gives the idea that, well, even if you're new, you can still play properly and all those stuff like that.
true.
Yeah.
Yeah. Although to be fair, like I think like they did the kind of like a final thing because like her final result is like the same. Like Trialans and
So,
Nagisa put as like 5-1 if I'm not wrong.
no, you mean 4-1. There are 6
4-1.
players.
Ah, I see.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Ah, okay, okay. So that's not done yet. That's why I see. I saw the wrong chart. No. But they should did ask
No,
Rod, like yeah.
no, because there are 6 players, so there
Mm-mm.
can't be 6 rounds.
Ah, true.
Yeah, yeah,
Oh
yeah,
my
yeah,
god,
yeah.
my math is not mathing. Oh yeah. So yeah. But yeah, she still did very well. So, like she didn't
Definitely, yeah.
as the actual Battle Spirits player, like at least like she didn't she still like performed really well. So, yeah, I'm happy for that. Yeah. Feels like especially with like the newer guardians that are previously ages, like yeah, it feels like you're seeing them like when they first like when they became ages and then like they have to they are still like getting used to the game and then like they still got beaten up one-sidedly like here left right and center and then they became guardian and then they were trusted to become guardians and they have to fill these big shoes of like yeah maybe they are not the best player but like they still have to be like kind of like the ceiling for players that wanted to be the very best. So
Yeah,
like yeah
and Nagisa was like originally one of the ages, wasn't she? I
yeah
think. Yeah. Oh my
yeah
god, that was a long time ago.
yeah that's why like seeing them kind of like now getting so far ahead in the game like yeah it feels kind of endearing.
That is very
Yeah,
fair. Yeah.
exactly. So yeah, not only Nagisa, but especially yeah, but especially Nagisa because she's the Yellow Guardian, so she's special to me.
Fair enough.
Yeah, no shit on Toki and Emika, but yeah, Toki is probably the most natural. I think like he's one of the strongest ages as well. So like that's kind of like a given, isn't it?
Yeah.
But yeah, with Nagisa and Emika, like yes, previously it felt like kind of like yeah, can they even like fill these shoes? But like they lock the fuck in and they actually like
Oh
perform.
yeah, Amika actually locked the fuck in. It's like,
Exactly.
I felt it personally when she
Uh,
came over to Hong Kong.
mm-mm.
You know, it's like it's like like 1 second she's like laughing, smiling, hey, hello
Mm-mm.
everyone, like that kind of thing,
Mm-mm.
and like the next second, oh, you're in a game right now. Oh yeah, now I need to calculate how many cards I'm building in this turn. It's like, gee.
Damn. Just lock the fuck in.
Yeah, I know, literally.
Mm-mm. Indeed, very endearing indeed. Yeah, and then yeah, now that we are done with the tension, let's go to C Archer. So who plays the green deck? Unfortunately, he wasn't able to perform well on the day. But like, yeah, I guess like build of like the grand mid range is pretty much pretty much representative of what the grand mid range is currently at. Pretty much just bring all the core booster and then just go to your big play as soon as possible.
Yeah, I feel like some of the ratios are wrong though. It's like I feel like the Stingray can be a 3, and then like the Otter can be a 2 because like core booster is like 3-1. Like, cause like realistically, like cause especially since like he has so many 3-1, like 3-1 cards as well. Like, which is not ideal for like an aggressive deck. Yeah. And then like, and then, yeah, he isn't even playing like the cost for Armorfish X-Ray. I can't remember the name.
Oh yeah, the Wirka.
Which I definitely think he should have, like, you know, like the big fish 6, you know, the 6-3-1. But I really don't think you need a 3. But like, you know, like when you're a new player, like I suppose like as a new player, he wouldn't really know how well the deck goes through itself. You know, in terms of like how many cards you can draw, you know, that kind of thing. Because like he did max out like the Emerald Abyss and also Hand Mode, which kind of makes sense. But like I suppose that he doesn't really know how many cards the opponent will usually have in a game, and so like just decide to like max out some of the cards for like consistency and everything like that. Yeah.
Oh, you know why? Because he's a Yu-Gi-Oh player.
I see.
That's probably why he wants to go like ignore the reduction as soon as possible. No.
Fair enough.
No, just kidding. I don't know if that's even related, but I feel like C. Archer did mention that he used to play Battle Spirits as well, so probably he is probably like the one that like because like he plays Battle Spirits, I think like when the Mikafar loop is is like the meta. Like maybe that's actually the other way around. It's not really because of Yu-Gi-Oh, but probably because he's more into like his image of Battle Spirits is already established, and it is in a stage of the game where you kind of focus on making the big plays. So like that's probably why he chose to get into Trident Cleo instead of bringing Wilka in. Like he kind of focuses on like, okay, like I'm just going to build my resource, and then I'm just going to go into like one big turn after one big turn after one big turn instead of like going in like wave after wave as like how Grand Midrange will play out in the current stage of the game, I guess.
Yeah, fair enough. Yeah.
So I guess, but I guess that's kind of like an interesting way to kind of see it, and probably that's not viable at the moment, but maybe when the meta kind of shifts into like kind of like a slower stage of the game, this might be an alternative that we can consider for the future. Who knows?
True.
Yeah. Hopefully he gets his revenge though in the next Battlers Colosseum. I don't know how they are going to plan like the Battles Colosseum, but like if they do make a next one for like the next set, hopefully he gets his revenge.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see if they come back for like the next one or something like that.
Yeah.
Maybe they do one for every set. That would be interesting.
Exactly. I think like I mean like again like this is kind of like in a way kind of like already a better kind of use of like the influencers than what they do with
no,
Battle Spirit Saga. Yeah.
Yeah.
Just like this time they kind of like do it for 1 month, but like at least for the whole month, kind of like this influencers kind of like post their progress on like learning the game. So like I feel like that's already like one step ahead of just like, yeah, this is just one post, this is a giveaway, like you do like share this post and you will get something nice. Like yeah, so I guess like this one is already way better. If they kind of like do it continuously and just invite them like every set, that will have been the dream. But even if they don't do that, like this Battlers Colosseum is already like miles way ahead than what they do with Saga, and what probably they should have done with Saga. Like like imagine if instead of getting like a Pro CD, like a Pro CD promo, like you see like Pro CD in the stream, like with all the others, their influencers like playing Battle Spirits, I think like that would have had more impact. Especially
No,
since
definitely.
especially since they want to focus in the US market so bad, and I think like the US market is also kind of like, say, in a way like the similarity with the Japanese market, as they do like trust the influencer a lot, like in the US. So like I feel like instead of like the influencer just like playing like mentioning the game, like if they actually like play the game, like that would have had more impact, I feel.
Yeah, no, definitely. And well, I mean, we say that we're still in like early stage of
Mhm.
like up to Battles Colosseum era, so it's
Yeah,
like we'll have to see like how many people they can actually, how many new people they can actually get in with this like project kind of thing.
exactly. The big wishes for the project to continue, but
Yeah, no, definitely.
yeah, but we still have to do our best on our part as well.
Yeah.
Yeah. And next up, of course, we have red, we have purple, we have green, we are halfway, so we have white. So we have Batsurogu. Uh, Wait, let's see what his main thing is. He's a Pokemon player, by the way. He's a Pokemon Pro player.
Oh,
Yeah,
Batsuroku.
yeah. So I guess that you can kind of see why he's playing Amplify.
I haven't heard him in like the West, so it's
Mm-mm.
like I guess like he mainly sticks to Japan, I guess.
Mm-mm. Yeah, he's a Pokemon YouTuber, that's for sure.
Uh
Yeah.
yeah, I suppose like being an influencer and being like a pro player, like two different things.
Mm-mm. And yeah, I guess like the line kind of blurs, because in the end, like especially in Japan, I don't think like the tournament pays that well. So I guess like in the end, even if you are a pro player, like the your main income will still like come from somewhere else. But
Oh
that's
no,
yeah,
definitely
but
no.
that's more like
Yeah.
but that's more like how you maintain your fame, I guess. Like being a pro
Yeah.
player is more into like like my voice matters because I went this and this. But like when you're an influencer, it's more like, yep, I've been making this for like 10 years. Like that's why kind of like my voice matters. Kind of like there's this distinction, but like in the end, the business model is going to be pretty similar.
Mm,
But yeah, nevertheless, it is amplify. So like
kind of.
kind of.
No, it's like a mix.
Mm-mm. Yeah, where's
Oh wait,
the? Yeah, that's
he
the.
doesn't even play the deer.
Oh, he has the deer, but it's over secret. That's why we don't
Oh
notice
yeah,
it.
I see it now. I see it now.
Yeah,
Oh my god. Oh my god. Okay,
yeah,
okay. Yeah. Lao Mao.
yeah. It's basically just amplify, but he brings the turtle just as a sub finisher. I think just basically bringing
It's like Diner,
yeah, just
yeah.
Stream Dyna, yeah.
No, that's fair. That is very fair. The
Mm,
fact that he can see that as well.
mm-mm.
It's actually quite interesting.
Exactly.
I think it's very ironic as well how like he's playing Pokemon,
Mm-mm.
but then like he's basically given the color with like the most awkward draws ever.
True.
I mean, no, purple is worse,
Mm,
but white isn't so far behind.
True. I feel like when I did an unboxing for the starter decks, for the entry decks, I feel like at this point just opening them is not enough, so I kind of rank them onto some on some factors, and in some factors like it feels like, like I mean like this one is like pretty much on the same level with each other kind of thing. Like there's no clear ranking, but still like, this one is still better than this one, but not by far. Like in every vector. So like, it's an uh interesting stage of the game. He even brings like 3 rock drilling, which I just realized is actually like the cheapest. Like currently in this stage of the game, like it is the cheapest pump magic in the game at the moment.
Yeah. It's oh yeah, it's
Yeah,
plus 3K for one cost. Fair
yeah,
enough.
yeah. So basically,
It's
yeah, with just this one, you basically get a berry bulk that is refresh.
yeah, like I suppose it's mainly. I suppose like okay, that's one interesting thing to think about.
Mm-mm.
Like I feel like he put that in there for the BP plus more than the main event.
Mm-mm.
Like, yeah, especially, you know, like, you know, when it comes to Pokemon,
Mm-mm.
a lot of times you also have to think, you have to think about on both sides. Like, okay, you know, this card, is it used, so is it only useful in, like, for example, early game or late game,
Mm-mm.
or is it useful in, like, all early, mid, late stage of the game kind of
Mm-mm.
thing?
Mm-mm.
So, like, I suppose the way he saw rock drilling is that, okay, I'm gonna mainly use it for the BP plus,
Mm-mm.
but it's also just good to have because I'm gonna be mixing in some really high cost mineraloids,
Mm-mm.
and then which means in the early game, if I get them in hand, I can just filter them away, you know, that kind of
Mm-mm.
thing.
Yeah.
Which is like fair enough to think about. Like,
Mm-mm.
yeah, didn't even think about it that way.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah, the more we see it, like the deck lists are actually like like there are very subtle differences, but like yeah, it felt like
Yeah, no,
that's a big thing.
I suppose like that's the original intent of like the
Yeah.
project as well, isn't it? Just like to invite people like players from like different card games and
Mm-mm.
backgrounds, and to see like how they would see Battle Spirits as a
Yeah.
game and like how they would like build around it.
Mm-mm.
Like I like you can also see like how this that list might be like something where a Pokemon player would prefer.
Mm-mm.
Is in like the stresses on the number of spirits,
Mm-mm.
you know, over like all the other cards.
Mm-mm.
Like Nessus is almost non-existent.
Ish.
You know, magic, you know, it doesn't even go for defense,
Mm-mm.
right? It's like it's more like a lot of these are very aggressive magic in terms
Mm-mm.
of like the users. Like you
Mm-mm.
can see like how he focuses on amplify,
Yep.
because like he's probably expecting to. So this is like a pretty aggressive white deck actually.
Mm-mm.
You know, it focuses on like attacking into the opponent,
Mm-mm.
you know, and then like obviously you got rock drilling to add the BP, you know, you
Mm-mm.
got fast travel, you know,
Mm-mm.
to refresh another spirit, you know, it can again, like again you can see how this magic, like this choice of magic is also like for both ways as well. It's like okay, I can use this offensively and then also defensively.
Mm-mm.
And obviously the same with punish gate where you can use it both ways.
Mm-mm.
Like you don't even like see like defense gate here
Mm-mm. Yeah.
because like you know it's purely defensive,
Mm-mm.
you know. And I suppose like his mindset is, well, this deck is only trying swinging in between anyway. I don't
Mm-mm.
really want anything like in like just like leaning on one side, you know, kind of thing.
Mm-mm.
Um, which is like yeah, it's interesting to see for sure. Yeah, and then like
Mm-mm.
obviously because like in Pokemon, you know, the thing that you focus the most is like, can I attack with a Pokemon this turn?
Mm-mm.
You know, like you know, Pokemon like the way you think about it is in Pokemon we have a very specific pace of playing in
Mm-mm.
terms of like what that you plays. You know, we go to Battle Spirits terms. It's like for example, right, I'm going to take at least one life each turn.
Mm-mm.
So my deck needs to finish the game in 5 turns.
Mm-mm.
You know, like you would have this kind of concept, and I suppose like this is like this would be what he might be thinking as well.
Mm-mm.
You know, to be like, okay, I need to make sure I need to get at least one attack in. I need to at least reduce their life. And obviously another thing is, okay, if the opponent destroys my spirit, you know, or like in Pokemon terms, if they knock out my Pokemon,
Mm-mm.
you know, do I have anything else to attack next turn?
Mm-mm.
You know, like if I don't, how can I set that up? You know, like that kind of thing.
Mm-mm.
I mean, obviously, it technically it's slightly easier with Battle Spirits because obviously you can like pull it down, immediately attack with it, kind of
Mm-mm.
thing. You just have to think about the
Mm-mm.
cost. You know, Pokemon is like way different. Um, but, like I could see that this might be his mindset when it comes to playing this deck.
Mm-mm.
Yeah.
Mm. Yeah, that's an interesting insight. Thank goodness we have a Pokemon player at hand. Yeah, there's unfortunately there's no Vanguard players joining the
Wait, are there
the
not? I thought
Colosseum.
there was one. I thought there was one.
Here's a Shadowverse player who will be going through next. So you can say
Uh,
here's a Shadowverse player as much as far as I know. I don't know if he plays Vanguard, but I guess like
like yeah, I find that it's possible, or maybe or was I felt like there was like someone who's like something like along the line used to play Vanguard and then like switch it up or something like that. I don't know. I can't remember.
Probably.
I don't really know these people, so you know.
Yeah, I mean, like we
We just
didn't,
did like the minimal research
Yeah.
basically.
we just go on from what Bandai told us basically.
Yeah, I know, literally, yeah.
But I can see why if he did play Vanguard at some point, I can see why he's playing Thunder Dragon, because yeah, it's just Vanguard, isn't it? You just try to hit.
True.
You are under the assumption that you will be attacking everything, so you just try to maximize the number of attacks that you can do. Try to check that out, and yeah, just try to destroy your opponent while you're at it, because why the heck not? Yeah, that is
I like his face. I
Yeah.
just saw his
I
face.
know. I feel like up to this point, like I see Archer is already a little bit more rowdy, but like so far we are like personality wise they are more into like the calmer type of people. But like going starting from Riguse, like we are going to straight to the territory where people are a little bit more rowdy, like more happy, more like cheerful. But yeah.
Fair enough.
Yeah. Yeah, and that's a very straightforward Thunder Dragon list. Pretty much close to what I probably would build as well. Three Lookness, because why not? Now I kinda regretted not getting a second yellow entry deck. I feel like after I open it, like, I want
Oh,
three. Yeah.
the only one each.
Yeah, I only need the Lookness. Yeah, I only bought one each. I was like, do I
Yeah.
get a second one? And then I didn't buy a second one, and now I regretted that. That's like,
Yeah.
yeah,
I feel like
because
whatever you play, you need to get like 2 each.
yeah, I guess like yeah, I mean like at the very least like you do want a lot of Lockness in your storage for now, because like unironically like Lockness on the first turn it is summon, it is basically like the strongest removal in the game at the moment. So like yeah, why wouldn't you want that? I guess.
Yeah, I suppose for yellow, yeah,
Mm-hmm.
it's well besides Triple Thunder, yeah,
Yeah.
one of the best removals you have, yeah.
Because like I think like even when compared to like Red Rat, like Rances destroys 7k or lower. So like with Lookness, you have to like the only thing is you have to hit with Lookness, but like you can remove something that's 8,000 or lower. Like I guess like the next stage is going to be like the Clash Spirits, but like the one that can directly destroy something, like at the moment Lookness does have like the highest PP for like highest ceiling for like single removal.
Yeah, fair enough, yeah.
Yeah, which is interesting, and yeah, lots of nexus, although like only 2 each, which is fair. Like I was like, because like I feel like yeah, at this stage of the game, like you don't want too much nexus clogging your hand, and I was like thinking on like which one to focus in, and like I guess like there's like the simple solutions that when you are caught up in your own thinking, like yeah, you don't really think about that, and then yeah, it kind of makes sense, and then you have 2 fire pillar, 3 nesting, 3 reverse thunder. It's like yeah, maybe I do have to get rid of my reverse thunder allergy, and yeah, maybe give it a little more chance. Yeah.
I told you it's a good
Yeah.
card.
Exactly. Yeah, and I guess yeah, it's pretty straightforward. Just anything that is give minus 2,000, hit. Yeah.
Like I feel like it's like it's really interesting. Like, I don't know, it's because they might have like briefing for like building decks, but like so far like you can see like how all of these decks they are very much focused on like just like keeping spirits on the board.
Mm.
And, like, just, like playing barely any necesses. Like or like even like barely any magic, depending on which list you're talking about. Like, obviously with legal set, obviously because that that's kind of stress on using magic, which is why you see like a higher amount. Even then, it's like you can see how like for example the necesses they don't he doesn't really play a lot, and it's very much focused on just like having spirits on the board, which I suppose like it's supposed to be like the original intention for Battle Spirit, to like just to have like play with spirits and like all the rest of just like support kind of thing.
Oh yeah, he's also trained by Koma Inu because of course he is.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can see that. I can respect that. Nah, personally, his personality not my cup of tea, but I can see the vision. Probably going to try that. And I have to look nice though. I have to manage with that somehow.
Let's manage with loss.
Yeah. Dealing with grief. And yeah, we are finally at our final participant for the Peddler's Colosseum, which is Ichigo from Team Advantage. She is also a Pokemon Pro player, Pokemon Pro by the way. And yeah, again, I'm using the term pro loosely here. It's mostly that they are like players who are active in the community and like they do get an income for being active in the community, either competitively or casually.
I see.
But like I think like she's actually like kind of like a pro player in a competitive team actually.
I mean, at the end, like you have to be good at a certain level for
Yeah.
people to actually listen to you. You know.
True, yeah. Or you have to make everyone laugh, which is also a skill on a different factor. But like you still have to make like that good of a joke for everyone to kind of like pay attention to you. So I guess
Yeah.
that's the in the end it's still the same. It's just like you have to be like really good at a game or you have to be really good at something else. So yeah, you still
Yeah.
have to be really good at something.
Yeah.
Yep. And of course, like she is playing Rumbling, just as how she tries to rock the stage when they are introduced as the participants.
I did not watch that part.
Yeah.
Or was it supposed to be a joke?
That is not exactly a joke, but yeah.
Oh wow.
Yeah, but
Damn.
yeah, so they are actually like kind of like yeah, against us just as I said, right? Like because like they do kind of like this one show where they kind of like introduce the members of like the Battle Colosseum, and
Uh-huh.
where they kind of like introduce the system of like what the Battle Colosseums actually is, and basically you can kind of see like the personality of the participants, and then like yeah, again like the first three participants, the first three participants are like more of the calmer type. Although to note, Nagisa and Batsurogu they didn't, they wasn't able to attend, so we only have the other four. But like you see, Trylance is of course a little bit more composed, like he's a little bit more cold type of personality. Like that's just a personality for the camera, by the way. So we don't know how he is in real life, but like basically how he chose to present himself in camera is more into like the cold type, which is kind of like yep. And these two, like Riguse and Ichigo, they are more cheerful. They are more like, yep, I'm going to do my best, kind of. I'm going to do my best and like steamroll everyone, kind of personality. Which is not exactly like, not exactly just being rowdy, but like yeah, just being loud, but in a good way.
Fair enough.
Yeah. Yeah, so that's why that loudness kind of got amplified by the rumbling, I guess.
By the rumbling.
Yeah. Her secondary extra is Giganteleo though. I guess Giganteleo is the other giant removal. It basically like plays in a way like the same role as Loch Ness and Rantis, kind of. It is there to remove something. And yeah, the other ones are pretty much what we kind of expected. So like 9 Nexus, 3 Feeding Draw, 3 Stem Lance, 3 Merciless Blow. Pretty much not about anything.
Yeah, the barrage forwards is definitely a good addition. But
Yeah.
I don't know if she put it in there for like the control or
Mhm.
it's like for like the Stormlands. Because obviously, as I mentioned before, you know, personally, I would put it in for
Mhm.
for like something for Stormlands to destroy,
Mhm.
kind of thing.
Yeah. Yeah, anything that can get your rumbling through.
Basically, yeah.
Yeah. Well, it's just very nice. Yeah, this one is also surprisingly very straightforward. But I kinda like it. This
Fair enough.
it is straightforward in the best way possible. Uh,
It's the Rumble. It's supposed to be straightforward, you know.
Yeah. Just mill your opponent. Just hit. If your opponent wants to mill, they mill.
I mean, it's literally just like Clash and like Shamanism, but like in like kind of like a different way.
Mm-mm. Yeah. And yep, we are basically covered everything, I guess. So yeah, again, hopefully the Battle Colosseum continues too, the second installment. But yeah, I'm looking forward to when I will finally have a free day and I can just relax and watch the whole stream while cleaning my apartment or something.
Yeah, now that you mention it, I think it'll be interesting for me to watch it as well.
Mm-mm.
Or maybe let me know when you watch it. We can watch it together. Watch
True.
party.
Yeah. Yeah, just 6 hours, get some wine.
Oh, I still need to finish the plum wine. That'll be good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think like yeah, I feel like of course like we want to watch it sober because yeah, again like after we see the deck list, like yeah, it is actually interesting to see like how they actually play out. I was kind of intrigued because like there is this one screenshot that I saw on Twitter, and I remember like Batsurogu, like he has like a very wide board. I was like, you can do that in standard. Like I think like he has like at least like 8 spirits on his field. I was like, I am intrigued. I want that. Because like I think like even in Eternal, I really rarely like have that wide of a board. Like yeah, if I play combo and like I have like infinite cores, like and I can do that. But like normally speaking, in a normal game, like you do finish your games with like 2 or 3 like important spirits. So like yeah, you don't really have that big of a board. Like huh,
Just play Ninja Gale.
yeah, maybe I should. Yeah. Then now I kind of wanted to do it for to watch it for real. And yeah, maybe one day we can we can try to contact our old Battle Spirit Saga friends and yeah, maybe see like yeah, we
Oh
can
yeah,
do yeah.
we can make our own battle Colosseum.
Exactly.
Yo.
You just need to get the second part-time job first and then I'll buy every single playset and then we can do that.
Fair enough. Yeah.
Yeah. I guess yeah, in the end like what we can offer is in the end like we maybe cannot pay for like accommodation and stuff. So like I guess like the best thing that we can do just like okay, so this is the card pool. We have everything. Build whatever you want.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's fair.
Mm-mm.
Or maybe like just do it the same way. Just like give each color each.
Mm-mm. True. Yeah. I guess like in the end like you do have I guess like the monocolor. Well, again we did talk about like how the multicolored builds are like taking some taking some tractions. Like even the one of the pro players are like making like the pro players are making their own variations of it. Like FCG made their own variation of it. So like I feel like it just start to take roots in like people who wants to build like multicolored builds. But like I guess in the end, at this stage of the game, like the monocolored builds are very viable, and you don't have to bring any burst wall. There's no this poison called burst wall that you kind of feel like okay, so like if you don't have it, like your deck is just done. But also like I guess like in a way like in Saga, right? Like also the problem is like when you remove burst wall out of the equation because there's this existence of this burst wall. Like the removal, like the well, not really removal, but like the defense mechanism for like all the other colors are kind of like very lackluster. But like I feel like in standard, even though they on the first glance they look lackluster, but like in the end, triple thunder, punish gate, flame hurricane, tentacle attack, stem lance, and soul bite, like they did their job in the way that their color intended, but still like enough to kind of like hold your opponent just enough for what your color can handle. Like yeah, you kind of like with red, you kind of just want to remove one big thing and then you can block the rest, kind of thing, kind of deal, right?
Mm.
Yeah, so like it will be something that is a little bit well, how shall I put this? Suddenly forgot the English, but like it will be a shame if we kind of like remove this monocolor element, because I think that is what is interesting for this
Yeah.
stage of the game. Yeah. Now we need to get the phone ringing, and just need to send more applications, I guess. Yeah, maybe hopefully we can do that by set 2 or set 3. Maybe like not now. Like we're pretty much very busy with our own lives, that's for sure. But even project wise, we like, I guess like I did give some sneak peek earlier, but like we do still have like 3 projects that we are currently working in. So like yeah, maybe something more ambitious will need to wait. Yeah. But yeah, I guess that's pretty much it. If you guys, as usual, if you guys have any questions, comments, or requests, do feel free to send it to us to our email at therefreshsteppodcast@gmail.com. Or if you're listening to this on YouTube, do feel free to comment down below. Yeah, surprisingly, I guess we did go over like twice already, like the last 3 weeks. So I guess yeah, this one is a little bit of a break for you guys. It's a little bit of a shorter episode. But don't worry, we'll be back again next week. So don't worry. It's not
traumatize you.
Yeah, it's not like you are going to run out of episodes. We have 164 episodes behind this one, so you can catch up with that one if you still need something to listen to. That's for sure. Wink, wink.
Wink, wink.
Yeah. Yeah, because like surprisingly, right? Like I thought since we in the audio platform, I haven't updated the season 1 for so long. I feel like we are missing about like 50 to 60 episodes.
Oh god.
Yeah, I don't know if I am going to complete it anytime soon, but yeah. Well, we'll see about it. I feel like we miss way more, maybe even 100 episodes. So maybe don't know if I'm going to upload the audio for those episodes. But like for some reason, like I saw like the analytics, and at some point, even in the last month, like the season 1 actually kind of do better. But yeah, we'll see. But the point is, if you guys still need something to listen to, we do have like a very thick backlog behind this episode, so feel free to check them out as well. Yeah,
Please.
please.
Please, I beg you.
Yeah. I mean, like in the end, I legally cannot receive money aside from from the AdSense, but still, that will yeah. I mean, like with bigger projects, that will definitely help. So yeah, why not? Just give them a watch. Although just also to be clear, we are not monetized yet, so that doesn't really matter, I guess. But yeah, that will help us to get there, I guess. So yeah, please do, please do watch the previous podcast episodes for God's sake. But yeah,
please, please do watch the previous episode for God's sake.
yeah, exactly. For our sake, that's for sure. But yeah, that's enough shilling for today. I guess that's been everything that we can share for this week. We hope that you guys have a nice week going forward, and we'll see you all in the next thing. Bye bye.
Bye bye.
Yeah. Don't forget to. So there will be boxes for tips after this. So yeah, don't forget to send your tips to us. They wouldn't work, but maybe I'll actually like put on a graphic just for fun.
Lamau.